Hello friends, let us now learn about the new drug which is tetracyclines. So, tetracyclines are divided into three types. One, we have shorter acting, then we have intermediate acting, and then we have long acting tetracyclines. So, short acting tetracyclines include tetracycline, chlortetracycline, oxytetracycline are the short acting tetracyclines. Intermediate acting tetracyclines include dimethylcycline, metacycline. This dimethylcycline is associated with diabetes insipidus. Then in the long acting tetracyclines we have doxycycline and minocycline. This doxycycline and minocycline mainly have maximum oral bioavailability. These doxycycline and minocycline mainly have maximum oral bioavailability, that is around 95%. Now, if you see, doxycycline is the drug which is most commonly used. Then we have mechanism of action of tetracyclines. Mechanism of action of tetracyclines include tetracycline is mainly concentrated. It is mainly concentrated by energy dependent active transport processes. It is mainly concentrated by energy dependent active transport process, and it binds to 30S ribosomes, and this will interfere with amino acyl tRNA to acceptor of mRNA ribosome complex. So this will interfere with amino acyl tRNA in order to accept the mRNA ribosome complex. So as a result, it will block the protein synthesis. It will not allow binding of amino acyl tRNA to mRNA. So it blocks protein synthesis. So we have antimicrobial spectrum. This is useful for all gram positives, all gram negative coccis. Then if you see the pharmacokinetics, this tetracycline will interfere with food except one, which is doxycycline, and minocycline does not interfere with food. Because these tetracyclines will interfere with food, they are always given on empty stomach. These tetracyclines will combine with calcium and they form insoluble and unadsorbable complexes. Thus if you see milk, iron preparations, non-systemic antacids like calcium, magnesium, sucralfate, and also yogurt, all these will inhibit the absorption. Then these will also cross these tetracyclines will also cross blood-brain barrier, and they are secreted in breast milk. Thus these drugs are contraindicated in pregnancy and lactating mothers. These drugs will accumulate in fat. They will bind to the connective tissue in the teeth, bone, and mitochondria. These tetracyclines are distributed everywhere in the body except in cerebrospinal fluid. In cerebrospinal fluid, the concentration of these tetracyclines are around 1/4 of the plasma concentration. Then these are excreted via kidney. Except two drugs which are not excreted by kidney, that is doxycycline and tigecycline, are not excreted by kidney. So these are safer in renal failure. So if you see, one more important thing is minocycline is excreted in saliva and tears. Minocycline is excreted in saliva and tears. Then if you see intramuscular route, intramuscularly if we give tetracyclines, they are painful and they cause poor absorption. And IV route, if we give tetracyclines, they cause thrombophlebitis. So if you see uses, Uses of tetracyclines are, they are used in Lyme's, they are actually drug of choice in Lyme's disease. They are drug of choice in ureaplasma ureolyticum induced urethritis. Tetracyclines are drug of choice in cholera. Most preferred is ORS in cholera. In cholera, most preferred is ORS, but we can also use tetracyclines in cholera, especially in chemotherapy agent in pregnancy and pediatrics we use azithromycin, whereas diarrhea in adults we can use, or cholera in adults we can use tetracycline. Then Yersinia pestis, the drug of choice for plague, and this tetracycline is also drug of choice for typhus fever, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, inguinal granuloma and psittacosis. In all these cases, the tetracyclines are drug of choice. Then we have other uses. Other uses include tetracyclines are also used in meningococcal carrier. In meningococcal carrier, we use the drug minocycline, M for M. Then they are also used in acne and amoebiasis. Tetracyclines are used in peptic ulcer disease and in SIADH. In SIADH, we use the drug dimeclocycline is used in SIADH because this dimeclocycline will inhibit the antidiuretic hormone. So we use dimeclocycline is used in SIADH because it inhibits antidiuretic hormone. Then the next important thing about tetracyclines are the side effects. So if you see the side effects, they cause liver failure. Liver failure is associated with doxycycline and tigecycline. If you remember, this doxycycline and tigecycline are safer in renal failure, but they will result in liver failure. They cause kidney failure, renal failure. All tetracyclines will cause kidney failure or renal failure except doxycycline and tigecycline. Then they are anti-anabolics. Also anti-anabolic effect is also seen in tetracycline, aminoglycosides and also polymyxin. We see anti-anabolic effect. Then in diabetes, they cause diabetic insipidus. They cause diabetes insipidus has side effect because this diabetes insipidus side effect is associated with dimeclocycline, because this dimeclocycline will inhibit antidiuretic hormone. Then it also causes vestibulotoxicity, especially minocycline causes vestibulotoxicity. These tetracyclines also cause nausea, vomiting due to fungal esophagitis. Then if we use expired tetracyclines, then these will result in Fanconi syndrome. Then if there is photosensitivity, then we have dimeclocycline and doxycycline occurs if there is photosensitivity. Then the other side effect is pulmonary eosinophilia is other side effect which we get from tetracyclines. Then there is teeth staining and bone growth retardation occurs due to tetracyclines. So because teeth staining and bone growth retardation occurs, this is actually contraindicated in third trimester pregnancy and child less than 10 years of age. These tetracyclines are also increased in intracranial pressure. So these are the important side effects of tetracycline. But then we have to learn about resistance. The resistance of tetracycline is most commonly by an efflux pump activity, by an increased efflux pump activity. So because of that, this will decrease the permeability of the drug, and this will the resistance is also due to ribosomal protease activity, which will degrade the drug, and the bacteria can also cause enzymatic inactivation, thus inactivating the tetracycline. So if you see the contraindications of tetracycline, tetracyclines are contraindicated in pregnancy, lactation, children up to 8 years of age, that is years. Then it is contraindicated along with diuretics in hepatic and renal insufficiency. They are contraindicated beyond the expiry date. And never mix a tetracycline with penicillin. Never mix a tetracycline with penicillin, and do not inject the tetracycline intrathecally. So these are the important things about tetracycline. Then we have newer tetracyclines like amadacycline, ervacycline, and we have saricycline. This amadacycline causes respiratory infections. It is used in respiratory infections. Ervacycline is used in intra-abdominal infections, and saricycline is used for acne. Then we have one more important thing, which is this doxycycline and tigecycline are safer in renal failure, and these two will cause hepatic failure, right? So doxycycline is excreted in feces, whereas the drug tigecycline is excreted in bile. This is very important. Doxycycline is excreted in feces and tigecycline is excreted in bile. Half-life of doxycycline and minocycline are actually longer than other tetracyclines. Half-life of doxycycline and minocycline are longer than other tetracyclines. Then these are just the important points. Next, if you see, we have to learn 2 or 3 points about the drug tigecycline, and that will end today. And before that, we have seen all the side effects, but the most common side effects for tetracycline are gastrointestinal side effects. Especially it causes diarrhea, that is pseudomembranous colitis. So this is the most common side effect. Then we have tigecycline. In tigecycline we have glycycline group is present in tigecycline. The use of this tigecycline is MRSA, VRSA, and also it is used in MDR, Streptococcus pneumonia. So these are the important points about tetracycline. Thank you for watching.